Hello, folks. Welcome to WTHI-TV.com. We're having a webcast today of the Pizza Hut Classic. Hard to believe this is the 11th year of the tournament. What an exciting year it should be. This year's tournament runs from December 27th through December 30th at Terre Haute South High School. Today is the draw. It will happen in about 20 minutes. And the guest today at the Pizza Hut Classic is Bob Heaton, former Clay City great and ISU great. First of all, Bob, just how being here, how much memories does it bring back to you to your high school days?
Well, Rick, I tell you, that's so long ago. I don't know. I can't remember that far back. But it's a lot of good people here that I've seen from who's been involved in high school basketball here in Indiana. Coach Steve Brett at Shakamak, who played at ISU back in the 60s and so forth. But for many years he coached at Bloomfield. I'm still good friends with him, and as well as some others. But it's always good to be back. Connected with high school basketball and the Hoosier Hysteria thing, and it's a good combination as far as pizza and basketball in December here in the Wabash Valley.
Now, obviously, this wasn't allowed when you played, but how much do you wish it was, and how much would you have liked to play in a tournament like this?
Well, I think it would be it would have been a great time to play around the holidays. We had a pretty good team back in the 70s. People at Clay City still talk about the 74 team. We were fortunate to. Myself and my brother and others played on those teams back then, and it was a good time. And it seemed like there was good rivalries back then, as well as in this tournament that we see today. So
one of the things similar to back in the 70s, it was a one-class tournament, just like this is, winner take all. How great is that to see?
Well, I really like it, and I know people out there, they still like that one-class system. It was good to see Marshall, I think, a couple years ago winning the tournament. Can't recall exactly who won it last year, but it's good to see those little schools going up against the bigger schools. Looks like Terre Haute North is probably the favorite this year, but anything can happen. You just never know.
You speak anything can happen. Let's go back to your days at ISU, your miracle shot, the 79 team. Just how much do you try to relive those days a little bit?
I don't really relive it that much, but people do bring it up, usually around March Madness time, I guess, when ESPN Classic still plays that final game. And I may be at a coffee shop, and they said, well, Bob, I saw you play last night, and so forth, that type of thing. But it was good memories. I saw Tommy Crowder, who was on that team. I just saw him over the weekend, and I still keep in communication with Steve Reed and Rich Nimchek and so forth. But saw Larry Bird about 3-4 weeks ago, talked to him for a little bit. So it's good that we can reminisce a little bit, and those were great times had by all.
I know you follow the Sycamore still. What do you think of this year's team?
Well, I went to the game on Saturday and saw them against Buffalo, and I knew it was going to be a tough game, but I think Coach Lansing has a good nucleus. If they could have a good inside game, I think they're going to be tough. They got their hands full tonight up in South Bend against Notre Dame, but anything can happen, so I'm sure rooting for them.
Bob, pleasure to talk to you as always, and best of luck in everything you do.
Okay, Rick, thank you.
No problem. Now, we're just moments away from the actual draw, getting ready to take place. Some news and notes about this year's Pizza Hut Classic. As I said, this is the 11th year of the tournament. The tournament's been going on for 10 years. They've had 6 different winners, so it proves that even though it's a one tournament, big school versus small school, anybody can win this tournament. The defending tournament champs is Sullivan. They won last year 44-42 over Terre Haute North. Time now to go up to the podium as we're getting set about 20 minutes away from the draw to this year's Pizza Hut Classic.